Well, welcome to the Forces for Change application lesson. In this lesson, you will identify the pushing and pulling forces for change in your organization and the things that are holding you back, the inertia for status quo. Specifically, you'll describe the dissatisfaction with your current organization. Then you'll describe the vision or desired reality that you want to achieve. And finally, you'll identify those things holding you back from moving forward and making progress towards your vision. While many of the application lessons that you'll do in this workshop have multiple worksheets, this application lesson only has one worksheet to complete. Step one is to identify the dissatisfaction with your current situation. What are the sources for dissatisfaction? And in this, you're going to describe the reasons that you're not dissatisfied with the status quo, including any crises you may be facing, stakeholder pressures, both internal and external, competitors, regulatory pressures, and any industry disruptions that may be going on. Some examples of dissatisfaction might be things like you're losing market share, or maybe you're struggling to address new regulation, or your workforce turnover may be high and expensive and affecting other aspects of the business. Or you may be having a new product or crisis and social media is making it worse. The task here is simply to identify the sources and the reasons you're not satisfied. Don't get sidetracked into working on solutions at this point. Just capture what is. Once you've done that, step two is to write down your compelling vision of the future. What does the organization you really want look like? What are the ultimate products and services and customer experiences? What is the ideal culture? What is it like to work in the organization that you really want? Make this as explicit and as vivid as possible, but don't get stuck trying to develop something that you don't have right now. In a later module, we will work on developing the compelling directive further. So some examples of a desired reality might be the best products and services in your niche as viewed by the customer and measured by market share. Or an organization where the workforce shares in the success or profitability of the organization. Or maybe it's a truly great place to spend your working life as perceived by the members of your organization. Or maybe your ideal organization is one where learning and continuous improvement are embedded in the culture. The task for this worksheet is to simply capture your current ideas and any formal documented descriptions of the desired future. Once you have that, the third and last step is to identify the things that are holding your organization back from making the changes that would result in the organization you really want. What habits are keeping you from changing? What are your people satisfied with that is allowing them to stay in the same old rut? What cultural traditions are preventing your organization from changing? Maybe your people like the culture that you have, and maybe that's been promoted all these years, and now you need to make a change, and people are resistant. Or maybe that you have a pleasant working environment with few demands to learn new things and change, and consequently, it's a comfortable rut. Or maybe your benefits package and the incentives are not motivating anyone to change. Maybe everybody's pretty happy. Or maybe everybody's pretty happy with the current performance, and maybe they're just naive or ignorant to the possibilities of what performance is possible. The task here is to identify those things that are getting in your way, so in future lessons you can develop ways to mitigate or get rid of these things that are holding you back. So to complete this worksheet, step one is to download the blank worksheet from the website. And once you have that, fill out the 3 sections with yourself or with a group. Some people like to use sticky notes to capture their ideas, and that makes it easy to change and reorganize the worksheet as it develops. Other people do this on a whiteboard or with a flip chart. It just depends upon your style and whether you're doing it by yourself or with your group. Once you've got the worksheet completed with everything that you know, take that and present it and explain it to your colleagues or maybe your boss or subordinates and get their feedback and thoughts and continue to build and develop the worksheet and the ideas. Incorporate that and revise it as you go. And you're going to want to do that and repeat it until you get overall consensus of the forces for change. Don't let this consensus get you hung up. You don't have to have agreement with everybody, but you want to incorporate as many ideas from as many perspectives in the organization as you can to get to the final version, or the version that's going to serve you for right now. And once you've completed the worksheet, you're ready to proceed to the next level lesson and assess your forces for change. We'll see you there.